Wizard of Oz for me, it happens. I'm from Inglewood. It happens from a girl who lives in the Bottoms, which is Darby Park, which is a part of Inglewood, and it takes place under. She falls into Inglewood, and the original Wizard of Oz took place during the Great Depression, and it was about self-reliance and what people are going through. I think this is a perfect time to sort of like switch with the characters and talk about what someone imagines their life could be.
Say, what's your name?
My name is Dorothy.
Dorothy and Toto. What intelligent names. Okay, Dorothy and Toto, seems like we're gonna have to find our own Yellow Brick Road. Ta-da! Come on and ease on down the road. Come on.
You know all this great reimagining. You know all these movies that Disney, Hollywood, and other places have all reimagined and how they've all been massive successes at the box office. Oh wait, none of them have been? And it's all your fault? Oh. Didn't making Little Mermaid black, didn't it make us like a zillion dollars? Oh no, it didn't. It lost money? Oh, what about Lightyear, where there's, two chicks and they bought a baby and then they kiss in the children's movie. Didn't that make money? Oh, that lost money too? Oh, Raspberries. I thought, well, anyway, remember It's a Wonderful Life and Wizard of Oz? Two timeless movies. In particular, Wizard of Oz, which even if you watch today, I just watched it again last year, probably since the first time since I was a kid, and it basically still held up. Those great movies? Well, what if, I know they're great, and they've been great, for more than 100 years in the Wizard of Oz's case, I believe. But what if I told you that they could be even better? What if I told you that I could improve them, and I have the perfect person to do it? Would you leave a like on the video right now? I think you should, because I have the solution to improving Wizard of Oz and It's a Wonderful Life. Are you ready for this? We're going to make the stars black. I can hear your applause right now. That's right. Filmmaker Kenya Barris is now directing new diverse remakes of The Wizard of Oz and A Wonderful Life. Quote, I think it's a perfect time to sort of switch off the characters. How about you create your own thing? How about you create your own products, or you create your own movies, or you create your own stories? I can't wait for the all-white version of Roots. How about that? Legendary Hollywood gems like Wizard of Oz and the Christmas classic It's a Wonderful Life are both getting what director and writer Kenya Barris is calling a diverse reboot. Speaking to Variety at Sundance Film Festival, Barris confirmed he's working on scripts for both films and giving the Judy Garland 1939 movie a new look with a story told from a different point of view. I think we all know what a different point of view means. The original Wizard of Oz took place during the Great Depression, and it was about self-reliance and what people were going through, Barris told the outlet. Yeah? Don't you think that still rings through today? I think this is the perfect time to switch the characters and talk about what someone imagines their life could be, he added. It's ultimately a hero's journey. Someone thinks something's better than where they're at, and they go and realize where they're at is where they should be. Wow, thanks for explaining The Wizard of Oz. Even 4-year-olds understood. But I want people to be proud and happy from where they're from, Barris continued. But I want the world to take a look at it and hope that it will come through. The Blackish creator also talked about his remake of the 1946 Frank Capra starring Jimmy Stewart, and he said his plans to tell the story, but with a person of color instead. Wow. I mean, the movie's only been renowned and watched every Christmas for 80 years across the entire country. Imagine thinking that needed to be fixed. I mean, I am genuinely asking. Imagine thinking that needs to get fixed. Quote, I feel like Christmas movies are amazing, and I think the idea of taking something that has that long of a history and a tale behind it and putting an amazing piece of talent to tell that story. How about write your own? It's a guy who's trying to help out his community and thinks there's going to turn around on him, he added. I think that's the perfect story to tell for a person of color, black or brown. To get that, because our communities have the same issues and someone trying to help that community out. I think it's the perfect vehicle to tell that story. During his appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, he spoke a bit about the upcoming project he was working on with diverse characters. That was a twist on the Wizard of Oz story. I think that this is the best time to turn a mirror on society because we need to see ourselves, and I want to do it with diverse. Do these idiots create anything? I am dead serious. Do they create anything? Anything? Is there anything that they create? Or are they constantly fishing through successes of other people and thinking, hey, I can just put a chick in it and make it gay? I don't even understand. It's like locusts going from beloved movie to beloved movie and saying, how can I make this worse? Why don't, if you're like, hey, we don't have any awesome Christmas movies from a black perspective, why don't you create one? Wasn't one of the Friday movies a kind of a Christmas movie? Wasn't it? Or am I wrong in remembering that? Anyway, Barris told Fallon his version of Dorothy is a girl who lives in Inglewood, and someone comes up and she ends up in Underhood, which is right outside of Oz, and it takes place from there. I want to make people think, but I also want to make them feel good. Well, you know what makes me feel good? Pop it in Wizard of Oz. I don't even understand how on earth he thought Dorothy now lives in Inglewood, California. Barris previously said the remake will also be LGBTQ inclusive. What's great about this is it's going to fail miserably. Remember the Michael Jackson remake? That was a thing too. It's going to fail miserably, and you know who they're going to blame? White people. We already have our movie. We have Wizard of Oz. By the way, you don't have to be white to enjoy that film. But why would I need another Wizard of Oz? You see, both will fail miserably. The first one, we already have The Wiz, so a remake of something that's already been race swapped. Of course, the Ryan Gosling as George Floyd. I just can't. Why can't these people write their own stories? They just steal everything and write it to their viewpoints. Well, that's why it all fails, right? I mean, that's why it fails. It's so comical now, like how we can always basically predict how these stories end. I can't wait. Here's Disney, well-established franchise, and then they swap in gay stuff. Disney. I mean, I don't even understand. 1948, $70,000 in today's money. 2024, 10 million. Yeah, one looks like a turd. I don't, I don't know how you would describe it's a perfect time to switch the characters. I suspect a perfect time to switch the characters means that you got a big check or something like that. We can all tune in to Wizard of Wakanda. We can tune into, now I can't wait to hear lines about how the Tin Man's non-binary. Like, I don't even, like, at this point, it's just so pathetic and so tired and so predictable that it's like, I view these people as a plague on creativity, a plague on society. That man is not creating anything. Someone handed him a check and said, hey, here's a cool idea. Take an original character and make him black, and then whine and complain when nobody watches it, just like Rob Yin Hood. I assume the copyright or something must have expired or something. Go ahead and make your movie. I'm not saying you shouldn't make it, but don't come complaining to the rest of us when nobody watches it. That's all I ask. I don't want to hear anything about how white people weren't ready for your version or about how we're not ready for this or that. You make your own original product, maybe I'll go see that. As far as I know, Blackish, the television show, is extremely popular. But yeah, no, I won't be watching any race-swapped Wizard of Oz or woke versions of It's a Wonderful Life or whatever crap you decide to destroy. Hard pass.